All right, guys, happy Monday, whatever date it is, it doesn't really matter. It is Monday. I'm coming to you totally excited, full of passion, and as always, full of gratitude. And one of the things that I'm super grateful for this morning is that I took my son to go see Super Mario Brothers in 3D. If you have not taken yourself or your children or a friend to go and see that movie, I'll tell you what, you guys, it is an absolute must see. And for all the people that are in my age group and remember Super Mario Brothers, remember Nintendo, Super Nintendo, it was very nostalgic. So to be able to take my son there and have the 3D glasses, it was just really cool. And so that's one thing I'm super grateful for. So let's do this. I am going to take it or have somebody take us out on the field today. But you guys, let's do this. I wanted to give Tia a giant round of applause. Tia came to a 4-hour training on Friday with baby Miles. Baby Miles is 3 weeks old. She's here this morning. I asked her before all you guys got here, I asked her, did you sleep last night? And she's like, no, not really, but she's here, she's up, her camera's on. So mad respect to you. Congratulations to you and the baby and your family. He's absolutely adorable. And he laid there the whole time and he only cried once or twice, but she was able to console him. But it was just, it was great. So Joellen, I'm actually going to turn the mic over to you. I'm going to have you bring us out on the field on this beautiful day. And as always, we're going to do things a little bit different. Obviously, bring the team out on the field. Let's share something that you're truly grateful for right now in your life. And if there's one bit of advice that you would need to hear today, if you were giving yourself a little bit of coaching, what would that be? And let's go, Joellen.
Hi, guys. Full disclosure, no makeup here, and I get called on, but
you look beautiful, all right?
Sweet. So last week we almost lost my mother. She had a heart attack and a stroke. She was in ICU for about 6 days. Recently transitioned. I brought her home yesterday. She made it. She's not paralyzed, no brain injuries. She just has a little thing with her lung. But our world was almost flipped upside down. And I was just thinking, like, you got to come up with money for a funeral. Where are you going to get that money? Do you have that money saved for a funeral for a loved one? All of the things. Being in this industry and being able to close as many transactions as I did this month, I was able to help buy her the things that she needed.
Wow.
One medication that she has to take is $600 a month, and she has to take it for the rest of her life.
Wow.
She's on, retirement, Social Security. So imagine that. So I'm basically setting her up to be able to take her. So you guys love your family members, because you never know when something's going to happen. But not only that, but utilize this industry and make as much money as you can so that you can take care of the ones that you love. You can pay for their medications. You can buy them a lazy boy if they need it, new pajamas, whatever it is. The money was there for me to do it. So thank you.
Wow. That really hits. That really hits, because we've been saying this the last couple of weeks, like, who is impacted by the result of your success, right? Who can you impact? Who can you take care of? Because I don't know about you guys, right? I'm 43 years old. And so my parents are a little bit older, especially my stepdad. Amanda's mom is going to be 75 this year. And so Joellen,
one thing real quick, if you're ever around anybody and they start talking different and you think something's wrong, think of the acronym FAST, which is face, oh gosh, what is A? It's basically FAST. It's an acronym that you want to use to be able to detect a stroke. So face, ask them to smile. A for arms, ask them to lift up their arms. If they can't lift up one of their arms. S for speech, ask them to say something to you. And then time, which is call 911 right away, because they're potentially having a stroke. And if you can get them into the hospital right away, they can give them this clot busting medication that will help break up the clot right away. But it's FAST is the acronym. So ask them to smile. If it's drooping, ask them to raise their arms. One won't be able to move, and call 911.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that. And you guys, let's send some love, some light to Joellen, to her family. But think about that. She's worked her ass off, but she's just in a position now that as a result of her success, she's able to take care of mom and like my mom's going to retire with me. I mean, at first I was against it, but I was like, cool, mom, if you want to retire and live with me, fine. But like, you guys, I don't need fancy stuff, but to be able to do something cool for my mom, or to be able to take care of her, or to be able to throw her 60th birthday party, whatever it is, like,
Or just to pay for a life medication that they may need, which is a blood thinner. And this one blood thinner, $600 a month for one pill. That's 7,000 something a year.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Thank you, everyone. Just eye-opening. You know, our parents are getting older, so.
Well, I'm so glad that she's home. I'm so glad that she's healthy. And if you need anything from me, please reach out, okay? And I'll see you tomorrow. You guys, all right, let's go ahead and get started. I actually have a guest on the line, and I wanted to have this. So she's one of our team members, and you guys know her. I guess her nickname is Toots because she changed her Instagram name. So I'm going to go over to you. And the reason why I want this person to speak is that yesterday she was able to accomplish something that is not for the faint of heart. It is not easy to do. It is one of the craziest challenges that you'll ever do in your life. And so, Toots, are you here? You're
Yeah,
muted.
sorry, I'm here. I'm driving right now, but yeah, I'm here.
What's up? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing really well. So I'm not too sure if you've spoke on Keep It Moving in the past, but go ahead, introduce yourself. So for people that don't know how to pronounce your name, let's go there. And then I'm going to ask you a couple questions because I'm super, super stoked for you and your man.
Thank you. So my full name is Tute, but you guys could call me Tute or Toots, whatever floats your boat and whatever's easier to say.
All right, perfect. All right, guys. So I think it was yesterday or Saturday. Her and her significant other just completed 75-day hard. So I don't know about you guys, but I've done that in the past. It is a complete mind fuck. And so I wanted to turn it over to you two to share with everybody, what were some things that you learned about yourself over the past 75 days? Let's just start there because I know the journey that you and your man were on. So talk about that.
At first it was hard, having to read 10 pages a day, a gallon a day, 2 45-minute workout, and trying to get one outside was the hardest part for us, was the second workout, because, we started in February, and during that time, the weather was bipolar. It was like sunny one day, raining one day, windy one day. Like, it was crazy. But I mean, getting outside every day and doing a workout was the toughest part of this whole challenge. And then I think towards the end of the challenge, me and my husband started getting annoyed of each other because of just how tired we were we were hella tired by the end of like the day and like the 60 and 70th days. So, but I mean, regardless of all that, I think the most important thing that we've learned is we are actually we are determined people. If we want to get something done, it's going to get done. So many great things actually have happened for us during those 75 days. I got into escrow twice. Financially, we've been able to save because we are so busy just trying to get everything done on the list of things on the 75 hard challenge, and pretty much just staying our asses home. As Polynesian, I'm Tongan, he's Samoan. We have big ass families. There's always events going on every single weekend. And we were actually okay with just saying no. Saying no is is a hard, difficult thing for us to do. Saying no to events is such a, I don't know, we just feel bad if we don't make it to family functions, but we had no problem saying no. And I felt like it kept us at home. We were able to save up money. We were able to do more things as a family with our kids. And yeah, I don't know. It was just overall a great experience for us.
I love it. I love it. I love the part of saying no to them, but saying yes to us, right? Because too, when you go, there's going to be drinking. You can't drink while you're on 75-day hard. There's going to be a ton of food that you probably shouldn't be eating, but you love it and it's really, really good, right? So I love this. So talk to me about some things in regards to discipline that you might be able to apply, or maybe already have applied to your business, and how that you feel that's going to impact your business.
That was another thing, was the alcohol part. I realized alcohol is probably a big issue for me in this business. Sorry, why? Have a good day. Sorry, I'm dropping my daughter off right now.
Have a great day.
So yeah, another thing with alcohol was I've noticed that with alcohol, like I'm a functional alcoholic probably. Like I could stay up and then wake up the next morning thinking that everything was okay, that I was probably okay mentally. But then I realized being sober for the last 75 days, and I realized that I actually like need my mind, my like mentally need my mind like all there. I don't know how to explain it, but I was able to do so much more. I was able to engage with my business so much more. I did an open house every weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I know I never post my open houses, but I did an open house every Saturday and Sunday. I was able to engage with so many clients. I felt like if I was like probably on alcohol, I probably wouldn't even like go out my way to see or to talk to people, but I was actually wanting to talk to people. That's actually how I met my clients that I got into escrow with, is my open houses. I was more focused on my business. Like, I don't know. It's just crazy how much alcohol is like a downfall for me. And I never realized that until I was sober the last 75 days.
I got goosebumps right now, and you guys know I don't drink, and I haven't drank for many years, but there's just a sense of energy that you have when you don't have it in your life. And I'm whether or not you stay there or not, I'm just glad that you realize like something different for your life, and you found this extra power. So super stoked for you. So if anyone was to do this challenge moving forward, what's some of the advice that you would give them if they were to walk in and say, you know what, I was motivated, I was inspired by you. If you can give us a little bit of advice, what would that be?
Honestly, just do it. Don't even plan for it. Me and my husband were put on the spot like a day before, so we had no time to think about it. So we just stepped right into it and just did it. I think that's the best way to do it, is just don't plan for it, just do it.
Yes, I love it. Well, let's give her a giant round of applause. Congratulations Toots on that. And tell Bear, I call him Bear because his hand is like shaking a bear's hand. You tell him I said congratulations, and I can see it in both of your guys' faces. I don't know if you notice it when you look in the mirror, but I could see it in both of you guys' faces.
Yeah, that guy lost 50 pounds. It's crazy.
50 in 75 days?
Yes, I don't know. Like, it's not like he was starving, but yeah, he did.
Wow, 50 pounds in 75 days? I maybe lost 8. Like I lost 8 during that. Well, you know what? Really good job. I appreciate your contributions. Appreciate you being here. Congratulations on getting in contract twice, and congratulations on taking a big milestone in your health. And you guys were all about that, mind, body, and spirit. You can't just run at a high octane. You can't just think that you're going to run at all ends. You can't continuously drink and think it's not going to catch up to you. This game and this business and life is really about making sure that we're taking care of our temple. So congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
Stoked. And I was following the journey, and so great stuff. I love that you guys documented that, and thank you for telling us to jump right in. So you guys, let's go ahead and get started. I pulled up some things. I read an article over this weekend, and I put it into a Canva presentation because I think it was worthy of talking about. So let's do this. I'm going to share something, but while I'm sharing, I wanted to know, are any of you guys currently on a fitness challenge? Have you recently accomplished a fitness challenge? Is there something that you would recommend? If you can, put that in the chat down below. So when we create the notes for this, we can have kind of a list of different things that you may want to do, especially summertime's right around the corner. So it's sunny, so on and so forth. So put that in there. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to pull something up right here, and let's do this. All right, guys. So I read an article over the weekend, and it was titled The Real Estate Hunger Games. And the reason I'm sharing this with you guys is because some of you do not subscribe to Inman just yet. Now, Inman's going to cost you some money every single year. However, if you just haven't signed up for that, I'm going to share some of my takeaways from this article that I read over the weekend. And obviously, I put our spin on it. So I'm going to present and I'm going to share this with you. So I just put Hunger Games in here. I don't know if you've ever seen this movie, but The Hunger Games is a really, really great movie in my eyes. And it was all about, you know, the strong will survive, and you had to fight for your survival literally in the movie. And it shared this, and I wanted to start our conversation out with this today. And I'm going to read this to you guys, and I want this to be very, very clear with the points that I'm going to go through over the next couple slides. In 2023, we will have approximately 4.5 million real estate transactions, which is a huge number when you think about that. 4.5 million real estate transactions in the United States. The same amount, though, in 2012, right? So the difference is in 2012, there were less than 1 million realtors at that time. Today, there's more than 1.6 million realtors right now in the marketplace. So when we talk about differentiation, when we talk about clear delineation, when we talk about you guys standing out, when we talk about you creating social media that separates you, you guys, this is not something that I want to say because I think it's cool and I think that it's hip and I think that you guys should carry on this message. No. It is so needed right now that you guys are finding ways to separate yourself in the sea of sameness. And when I say the sea of sameness, look at those numbers, 4.5 million transactions and the same amount of realtors or less, 500,000 less realtors in 2012. So the reason I'm sharing this with you guys is that in 2023, there's going to be winners. And I took some notes here. And some of you on this call are going to have your best year that you've ever had. Some of you are already having your best year that you have ever had. And so I wrote here, one will have their best year yet, and will it be you? The hardest workers in this business are going to be revealed in 2023. Some will decide to outproduce them with content. Some will decide to say, you know what? I'm going to knock on more doors than I've ever knocked in the history of my career. I'm going to send more emails. I'm going to host more open houses. I'm going to dominate. Why can't that be you? If you're on this call right now, I want you to ask yourself, when you look at people that are killing it in the game, when you think about names that didn't even exist 5 years ago, why can't that be you? The only reason why these people are in the positions that they're in right now is just because they put their head down and they were willing to take the knocks on the chin. They stayed in the ring and they fought and they fought and they fought. So there will be winners this year. Will it be you? Your grit will be revealed in 2023. Your passion and perseverance will be tested. And I took some notes here. And it said adversity and difficulty and challenges don't change your character. They don't change your character. They reveal your character. You've always heard this throughout your life, right? It's at the heights of the toughest shit that you go through, you're going to find out the woman or the man that you're truly made of. So adversity, difficulty, and challenges don't change your character. They reveal it. When it comes to the tough market, I wrote here that it's going to expose the posers. It's going to expose the wannabes, the talkers, and quite frankly, the weak-ass bullshitters not ready to take action. That's what this market is going to expose. It's going to expose the hobbyists, the generalists, the people that are just dabbling. And when it got hard, oh no, that's not for me. Your grit will be revealed in 2023. You guys are either going to show up or you guys are going to step aside and let the gritty people rise to the top. That is completely up to you. Amplify your referral network. Now, we haven't talked about this enough, and I think that we need to fully go back into this conversation about what this actually means. When I say amplify your referral network, think about what Joellen is doing for the seniors in her community, how she's getting involved in Nextdoor, how she's starting this network of referrals, so she is the go-to person for that community. I want you guys to focus over the next 30 days on where can you go for upstream partners and how do you build a referral network of your own. And I put here upstream partners and feeder markets as two things that you guys can focus on right now to find referral opportunities. An upstream partner are people that are going to get lead opportunities for real estate, but they get to them before that lead becomes part of the masses, such as divorce attorneys, such as probate, such as event planners, wedding planners, people that are going to talk to people before they have these life-changing things that happen to them. I want you guys to work on your referral network. Feeder markets, where are people moving from the Bay Area, from Sacramento, from Southern California, wherever you're dialing in from today? Where are they moving to and where are they coming from? And start building relationships with those people. Start to be the go-to people. Hey, Tom, I know that you're a top producer in the San Diego market. A lot of people from San Diego are moving to X city. Would love to be a resource for you. So what I've done is I've put a guide together on High Note that's going to list the top 5 things that people should know about the city before they move here. Hopefully you found that helpful. If you ever need anything in the future, let me know. I would love to be able to help your referrals when they move up here. So amplify your referral network over the next, let's say, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, and start really focusing on that because this is going to be a huge opportunity for you guys to grow. Compressed commissions. I saw this and I thought it was really, really important that we talk about this. Compressed commissions, learn the best ways to bring value, be the premium consumers require. In an era where people are going to get desperate, and so people are going to be cutting commissions, they're going to be offering a rebate just so they can get people in a contract because oftentimes that's what they need to do. Now, how do you separate yourself? You have to be very clear right now as you're growing in this business, what is the absolute value that you bring and what is that premium service, right? I don't care if you are brand new and I don't care if you're a seasoned veteran on this call. Every single one of you have something of value that offers the client a premium. Is it the way that you communicate? Is it the way you're negotiating? Is it your tech tools that you use to give a consumer an enhanced consumer experience? Is it the way that you track on social media, share your analytics? Is it your newsletters that you sharing impressions? How many people click through, right? How many people saw the home? Is it a hot home on Zillow? Your past, testimonials, all these things, you guys. What is your clear delineation when people ask you why you, or will you give up your commission? No, right? I'm a Ferrari. Right? I'm not going to go below my standards. And so learn the best ways to bring value, but not only to bring value, but to show your consumers. And everything that you do, from your buyer's tours to the way that you review contracts, the way that you prep homes to to sell, your process, everything that goes in it, the consumers need to know that they are working with a premium agent. And if they want to go down the road and get a discount agent, then they can. They're going to get discount style of work. So right now, being able to articulate what your value is and how you bring heightened value to consumers in an era where commissions are going to be compressed, these are the things that you guys need to focus on. The stronger get stronger. And what I love about this is that the struggle will be worth it. The struggle is going to be real, but I'll tell you what, if you stay in the ring, if you apply, and if you follow your strategies, if you follow a sequence, a cadence, a rhythm, if you put the things into place that you know that you need to do, I promise you guys, great things are going to come out on the end of this. So you have to understand that whatever you're going through right now, it's going to truly, truly make you as a seasoned professional, or it's going to show you this tough times that a lot of people are going through in this business. It's going to show you, do you even want to be in this business? Right? Plain and simple. Is this something that you like? Is this something that you're willing to endure? Because oftentimes people aren't willing to endure this, right? I'm willing to take whatever comes my way because I know on the other end, something positive is going to come out of this. This business is completely cyclical. So you have to say, you know what? I'm going to stay strong and I'm going to stay in this fight. Or I'm going to choose to fold and not do this business anymore and go back to a 9-to-5. Whatever route you choose, that's your prerogative. So the stronger will get stronger. This is why when we talk about amplifying your skills, studying more, understanding the message to market, practicing, why do people that sell $120 million in real estate every single year script role play every single day? I got a friend in the business that did that amount of production that role plays every single day. We got people in script role play that come every single week, and their business continues to grow, right? You think that Tom Brady didn't go to every single practice. He didn't show up at spring training. Absolutely. The strong are going to get stronger in the coming months. So I want to share the sentiment with you. And before I turn the mic over to you guys, I'm always brought back to this. And the reason why I'm brought back to this, and I want to say, Dana, you're my inspiration to put this on the screen today. So Dana created her first video in the fast booth, and congratulations to you, Dana, because I thought that video was great. She's like, it's not perfect. And here's what's great about it. It didn't have to be perfect. What it was you, and you were sharing, and I thought it was a really great video. And it says here, and I learned this from John Cheplack, consistent imperfect work smokes perfect inconsistent work every single time. Stop thinking and start creating. What I mean by that, you guys, Dana's probably been sitting on a thought or an idea. She was in the office the other day. We had a training and then Cinco de Mayo. And then she just said, you know what? I'm going to go in there. I'm going to go in there. When I left the booth, she's like, I'm going to sit here and listen to other people. And then I saw the video today and I was so impressed by it. So when thinking about this, you guys, it doesn't have to be perfect. And that's where grit comes from. I want you guys to go out there and be gritty and be scrappy, because good things are going to come from it. So I wanted to share these thoughts with you. I want to share the sentiment with you. And I want to open the mic to you guys. Based on what I just shared, based on going back to some of these, there will be winners. Going back to grit will be revealed. Amplify your referral network, compress commissions, and the strong get stronger. Does anybody have any thoughts, any dialogue, anything that they want to share, anything that they're thinking about right now as we go through this? Anybody want to grab the mic and share what's on their mind? And please don't be shy, you guys. This is all about you. So please get involved in this conversation. I knew Jeff, I could see him. I knew you were going to say something, bro. So Jeff, what's up, big dog? And you know what? Congrats to you, bro. You've been in the gym like crazy the last quarter, like crazy. And you look good,
I haven't
man.
missed a day. Appreciate you. I've just been trying to make sure that the consistency and the discipline, not the motivation. The motivation fleets. It comes, it goes, it's up, it's down. You have a hard week, have a hard day, just get in there. Just even if it's not even for a whole entire hour and you can't do the crazy workout you think you're going to do a couple machines, but it's the consistency and the discipline. And I think that's really what my business is about this year, and how I showed myself that I was actually doing it this whole year. So I actually just got a client from social media that I met a year and a half ago at an open house, and but follow up. Also, I wanted to say this, follow up doesn't have to look like, hey, here's some market stats. Oh, hey, here's this. So for her, she was actually with Kaiser at one point, and then they went on strike. So for me, my follow-up was, I'm a giver. I'm a person that like cares about the people. So when they did a fundraiser to help them get food to stay on the line and help them get water, I was like, where can I donate? What can I do? How can I help you? How can I do that? And so I just kept doing little things. And it was actually my last post where I said, I told my client not to write an offer because it wouldn't be their dream home, because it would feel like settling for them. That she actually hit me and she was like, Jeff, you know what? We're ready. We're ready to go now. And we want you to be our realtor. We want you to take us through this process because we trust you and we know that you have our best interests at heart. So when you're out there and you're thinking about like, how can I follow up with somebody? It doesn't have to look like market stats. You know, it can. That's definitely education that you can give people, but it can also come from a place of where you feel comfortable, what aligns with your soul. And that's how you're going to make the biggest impact in this business.
Man, I absolutely love this, Jeff. Absolutely love this. And Jeff said this early on, like walk in your purpose. And I love that he's creating his business to walk in his own purpose, man. So Jeff, I appreciate that contribution and that sentiment. Let's go to Roger. Roger, you had your hand up. Everyone that's been on the call is a big fan of your backdrop. I thought it was a fake screen at first, but I love it. I know it's real. So Roger, let's hear from you.
Hey there, good morning, everybody. I needed to hear this. Like, don't let perfect be the enemy of the good. And I am not a social media guru, so sometimes I get caught up on, oh, it has to be this way or that way. And I've just started to, post some things. Also, I've started to move more with purpose. So I ran into the neighborhood gossip. I guess that's the best way to describe her. I mean, she knows everything and all. Actually, I had knocked on a neighbor's door to ask about some kittens that were in their yard, and somehow she knew this 10 minutes later when I ran into her and was like, so do you want a kitten? But anyway, I was able to talk to her, and I have to think about this every time I meet someone. I have to talk to them about the business, right? So I was asking her, she's telling me who might sell and who's moving and which ones are rentals and which houses are vacant. And so really just have to start thinking about that and how to be in that mindset at all times, and just not to be afraid of the social media thing. Just post things as I see them and have fun with it.
Yeah, it's evolutionary. It's evolutionary. You'll grow, your audience will grow, your content will get better. It's evolutionary. So I love this. I love this. And let's get a few more hands up. Nias, I'll come to you in a second, but I want you guys to write this down or remember it or come back to it. And I learned this from Coach Pipes, and it's the 3 S's. Why this is really easy for you guys to remember. Think about it this way. First S is skills, right? Like, what are you doing on a daily, on a weekly, on a monthly to improve your skills, right? We had a straight no chaser session on Friday, which was really powerful. And thank you for everyone that was there. But when you think about some of your skills, like what are the things that you really need to work on? Is it your buyer's consult, your list presentation? Is it working with investors? Is it your message to market? The message to market is one of the things that we're most challenged with, but how much time am I actually spending on that? And then making sure that you have really, really good strategies. And that's the second S. The strategies are, all right, what am I doing? When am I calling? When am I sending out my email blast? When am I creating content? Like, what strategies do I have right now in my business, right? So skills, strategies. And then third is your standards. The standards are the absolutes, the principles, the non-negotiables that you operate your business on, right? So no matter what, you're going to operate based on these standards. And if you do all the 3 things, then you stay true to your standard, your principles, and those are absolutes, then that leads to the 4th S, which is your success. And I love the simple way that Bill Pipes puts it, because skills, strategy, standards will lead you to that 4th S, which is your success. So Roger, I appreciate you sharing. Nias, you had your hand up, big dog. Let's hear from you. And you guys, I want 3 other people to raise their hand on this conversation. Thank you, Jennifer. And give me 2 more, you guys. Get involved in this talk. Nias, let's hear from you, big dog.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning, everybody. First, I want to be able to also introduce a guest of mine that's on the phone. On the call. She's getting ready to study to become a realtor, and I introduced her to EXP. So this is her first coaching call to be able to come on here and see if she wants to be able to join Team Fast and EXP. Her name is Aura Vang.
Awesome. I do. Awesome.
Yeah, so that's her. One of the things that I'm trying to get more consistent in, and it's also with my skill set. And what I've done is I got an accountability partner to be able to work on my gift of gab. I mean, that script play, right? That script role play. I want to be like Elias, just be able to just flow off the top of the head, when I'm doing my, reels or whatever else. And so, yes, it's diving into the, all the information, doing all your reading or whatever, but having that accountability partner to do the practice with, like you said, like Tom Brady showing up to practice to be able to be ready for game time. And so that's
beautiful.
what I'm doing, for my skill set. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. And Rico, is that you? Are you the accountability person?
That's my partner right there.
I love it. I love it. And 2 opposite ends of the spectrum. So I love it, Rico. Great stuff. Let's go to Jennifer. And you guys, I need 2 more people to get involved in this conversation. Whatever your thoughts are, your dialogue, your insight, what are your contributions? Please do not be shy. Raise your hand and let's get people involved. Jennifer Angel, let's go to you. And Jennifer, thank you for being in the room on Friday.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I just love today's coaching message. You said there's going to be struggles, right? We already know that the markets keep changing. There's going to be struggles, and they're going to be winners. And the question is, are we going to be one of those winners? And this is so in alignment with what I heard this morning from Darren Hardy. I listen to Darren daily every day. And he said that if you want overnight success, you have to be willing to play the long game. Sometimes we hear people, right? And he gave some examples like Dyson vacuum cleaner. You know, it seemed like it just came out of nowhere. But that guy, Dyson, made like 5,000 something prototypes of that vacuum cleaner before he made the right one. He talked about the Apple iPod. It revolutionized the way we listen to music, but that was like the 309th product for Apple. So what we think, what the news reports as overnight success, what people don't see is like all the work, the pain, the struggle that came before it for years and years and years. So having, knowing all those examples, we already know that that's the process, right? Let's be willing to embrace the journey, be willing to embrace the suck, right? Sometimes the struggle is not, how do we communicate? How do we find buyers? How do we find sellers? Sometimes the struggle starts in our head. Just like this morning, I have my calendar from last Friday's workshop, right? If it's not in the calendar, it's not going to happen. So I strategize my calendar. These are the things that I'm going to do every day. And I made a commitment that I'm going to come to the office every day. This is day one, right? I'm going to have a 30-day consistency plan. And then I woke up this morning, it's like, it's gloomy, it's drizzling. Maybe I should just work from home. But I just said, stop resisting, Jennifer. Just do what you said you're going to do. Fulfill your promise to yourself. Do the action, because when you do the action, you keep those promises to yourself, you build confidence. And when you have confidence, that's going to drive you to do more action. And then you're going to have the skills and the competence that you're going to need to success in this business. So I'm glad I showed up. I'm the only one here in the office today, beautiful office in Hayward, and I'm glad I'm here. I'm also looking for an accountability partner who would be willing to do the tasks that we need to do every day to better our skills and make it in this market.
I saw somebody raise their hand. Esmeralda raised her hand, and she's close to the Hayward office. I know Dana's close to the Hayward office. So you guys take that conversation offline. But Jennifer, well spoken, I appreciate your message at a very, very high level, and embrace the suck, and know that a lot of the struggles that we're going through internally are some of the biggest struggles, because no matter what, you guys, here's what will never come out of my mouth. Oh, I wasn't able to, it was the market. Those words will never come out of Elias Astuto's mouth, ever. Never. Is it going to get tough? Are we going to have to adjust? Are we going to have to find better ways? Yeah, but I'll always be out in front saying, move, let's go, let's do this together. So those words it's never the market, you guys. It's us and how we adjust to the market, right? There's going to be seasons, things are going to change, but everything that we need lies within. So God, Jennifer, I love your message. Let's go to Elisa, then we'll go over to Joellen, and then we'll come back to Rico if that was a recent hand up. Elisa, let's hear from you.
Hey, good morning. I was listening when you were talking about referrals. Most of my business is by referral, but then I'm being lacking on making the phone calls and making the contacts. So last week I was like, okay, I'm going to make 10 phone calls today. I'm going to call past clients and friends. Hey, just super casual. Hey, how you doing? How's everything? Summer is coming up. So on Friday morning, I got that phone call from a friend, and he said, hey, I have a referral for you. It's some friends, they're getting divorced. It's not easy, but they need to sell. The court already told them that they have to sell their house. So, and that's how I was like, I'm on it. So Saturday evening, because I already committed to go volunteer at my son's meet, I was like, 5:30, I'll be there. Don't worry about it. It's Saturday afternoon. Then I'm like, Warriors game, right? And then I'm like, forget it. Here we are. So it does work. We just contact people that we care. We haven't been in touch with them for a while, but referrals are like the gravy, right? Like the extra that we get, and it's a warm handout. So it's easier for people to open the door and be more receptive to listen to us and to do business with us.
I love this. I want to ask you guys, and let's talk about your referral network or your referral handoff or whatever that looks like. Like, what is that process? Do you have a mix max template built? So anytime you hand off a lead or make a connection, there's this cool email that they get. Do you have a social media post that says, you know what, I want to send a huge thank you out to Joe Ellen for, you know, sending me a referral? When that referral goes into contract, are they getting a nice gift? Is it something that you did and you did something personalized through Moo or for EvaBot or wherever it is, right? It's like, is there a flow? Is there a process? So when someone does business with Jennifer Angel, when someone does business with Romel and they get a referral, like, wow, like that, it's like systematized. That's what some of the biggest players are doing to build their business, is that they have like systematized and they've put marketing and collateral behind every single time you receive a referral. There's so much behind that. And then there's a video behind that and there's collateral. So if this is something that you guys are focused on, I would build some really cool assets around that. So Lisa, I love this. And I love that's your focus. Joelle, let's hear from you and let's continue cruising on this conversation.
Yeah, I guess just by doing all the things that we do, by calling, social media, all those things, I know how to get a listing appointment out. I know how to get a buyer. I know how to get a seller. I've got a listing appointment in the last 3 weeks, every single week. Now is when you're in that home, what are you bringing? Why are you better than the guy down the street? So my strategy right now is, in our area, El Dorado Hills, our buyers are coming from the Bay Area. So I strategically reach out to one of our Bay Area teammates like Christina Pineda and brought her up to this $1.7 million listing this weekend. And my pitch to this seller was, oh, you know what? I'm on this huge team. These are the price points they sell in the Bay Area. These are where their clients are. I'm going to bring one of my, my team members up here who has buyers out there and talk to you about what we can do to market your house. I mean, it was a hit. It was just amazing. His house had been on the market for 6 months. The other agent did no digital marketing, didn't do any drone footage, didn't do anything, but put it on the MLS to like the local agents. So we were able to show how we touch San Francisco, San Jose, Dublin. And I even did a Facebook post before I even went there, and I already had hits in the marketplace on that house. And
God, I love this, because oftentimes we talk about like, all right, like locally, right? But I think we understand at a high level, like where our consumers are coming from, like feeder markets, but that's like baseline. But what she did is like brought somebody in from that market who is also a top producer to really like help them like have some more clarity of like, oh, wow, like you guys have that many people. Like this is leveraging your team at a very, very high level. This is great stuff. This is great advice. And congratulations to you. So you got the listing, I presume? Awesome. Awesome. All right, guys, let's get 2 more hands up. Rico, let's hear from you. Contributions, thoughts, dialogue, insight on the conversation.
Yeah, for sure. The thing that really stood out to me was the part about compressed commissions. So lately I've been really focusing on evolving and growing my skills. And when you said compressed commissions, the word that really popped up in my mind was standards, right? So if your skills are low, or if you don't have competence, you're not going to be confident in the way that you deliver your message and in what you offer to people. So that's been my main line of work lately, is to make sure that as my skills evolve, my standards grow as well. And then what I'm able to offer to my clients also grows with it. So that's been the main way that I've been wanting to, grow and focus. And I'm just grateful for all the people on the team and all my accountability partners. So we can just continue this dialogue.
God, I love this. You guys, if you want to add more value to your consumers, then you need to do more research, right? So if a consumer comes to you, whether they're buying, selling, or investing, the more research you have done, then the more value you're going to add. That's why you guys, when you look at your calendar, when you think about the things that you need to do, highest and best use of your time, what are some of my priorities? Well, my priority is learning and constantly reading and writing and paraphrasing, right? So then I can deliver that information in a different way. It's the same thing with you guys. If you want to add more value to your consumers, then you need to research more. You need to be a junkie of information. So that way, when they talk to you, be like, God, this person sees it from so many different angles. They have so many different options for us, and they're constantly educating us. So Rico, really, really good stuff. You want to offer more value, read more, and do more research. Dana, let's hear from you.
Sure. So can you hear me okay?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay.
Congrats on that video.
Thank you. Thank you. It took, I mean, I sat for a long time debating and really not wanting to go in the booth for that, but I made myself go. But I really wanted to share that the workshop last Friday was an eye opener for me. I got to break bread with a lot of people that just showed me that I'm not alone, to really utilize my team and really lean on my team, especially as a new agent, like to develop that confidence and to get tips from some of the top producers there. You know, it's whatever you do, make time to go to the events that we host, because you're going to take away a lot and leave empowered.
Beautiful. And what was the sentiment for the day? What was the statement of the day?
The statement of the day: no excuses.
That's right.
No
None
excuses.
at all.
Yeah, no excuses. So thank you.
I love it. And I take it, you know what, like you came across very natural in your video. Lean into that. That video was really, really good. And obviously I've seen thousands and thousands of videos. That video was great.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
So lean into that. Awesome. Awesome. Maria, I'm loving the glasses. And so Maria, since I'm loving the glasses, thoughts, contributions on this conversation, and then I'm going to ask you guys a question. We're going to start coming full circle on this.
Well, unfortunately, I came in late today, so I missed the whole subject matter, but I love what I'm hearing. So let me know, what exactly are we talking about today?
Well, here's the thing. So we talked about these things right here, is that we talked about the grit will be revealed this year, that amplify your referral network, upstream partners and feeder market referrals, compressed commissions, knowing your true value, and the stronger you're going to get stronger. We started this conversation out as kind of like the real estate Hunger Games, that this year is going to be the year of the strong agent. And this is the year where you guys are going to really have to show up, outwork and outpace this market. So that was kind of the sentiment and how we started the conversation.
Okay, so with that being said, I read something this morning from Sheplack, right? So he said, you know, it's not an inventory issue or shortage of inventory issue. It's not, you know, an interest rate issue. You know, it's a you issue is what it is. And I remember years ago, we had a shortage of inventory, and it would drive me nuts to see on Facebook about agents, oh, we have no inventory. Oh, we have no inventory. But they never talk about what exactly are they doing to create that inventory. And, you know, no good, no bad. You're going to do whatever it is you're going to do. But here's the deal. If there's no inventory and you have no escrows, what are you doing? Like, designate Friday as your door knocking day. I don't care if you have an open house or not. That's another thing too. Shortage of inventory. Everybody that has a listing, they're doing their own open houses. I know agents that are just having a struggle finding an open house. I get it. So make Friday your farm area, let's go to a business and talk to that business owner and maybe do a highlight video. I mean, I'm talking to myself, so I'm not, you know, putting it out there like I know it and everything else. I need to do that, because if we tell ourselves enough that there is nothing, there is no inventory, there's not enough, well, there's enough buyers, but if there's not something, that'll be the excuse that we don't do something. And then it'll be self-perpetuating, right? We won't get that escrow because there's no inventory, because we don't do the work. The cycle will continue on and on and on. And we have to stop telling ourselves this. We just have to. I mean, we're entrepreneurs, we're independent contractors. We have to go out and get it, you know? And when and that reel keeps coming up and I'm like, okay, Sheplack, I got it. Okay. I'm like, okay, I get it. Okay.
That's the universe talking to you.
That's the universe talking, you know? And also, like the last week, I had to take a couple of days off, wasn't feeling really great. And I also beat myself up. Oh, I should be. Stop that. If your body needs to rest, you rest, and then you come back and you hit it. But we need to put in our schedule 2 hours, 1 day a week. Go out and knock a door, go out and put out flyers, go out and talk to business owners, go network with people outside of real estate. We're doing a lot of stuff within the real estate community, all good when it comes to making that offer. But let's go outside of our circle and talk to people. One a day.
Love this. And
One.
track and Sisu, understand how
Yes.
many conversations you're having, because that's going to lead to
Yes.
your success. And I love this. You guys, it's not a them, it's not a market, it's not the conditions, it's a you issue. Like, remember that from today's call. I don't care whatever you take out of this. If you remember one thing, you're like, this is a you issue. If you are not reaching the level of success that you truly desire in this business, it is not me, it is not Kenny, it's not Fast Real Estate, it's not EXP, it is not the market. It is a you issue. Gotta love that. He actually said that when I was sitting in his living room 2.5 years ago, and that always stayed with me. So I appreciate you sharing that again. Andrew Lynn, let's go to you, and then I'm gonna ask you guys a question. We're gonna start closing out the room. Andrew Lynn, what's up, big dog?
Hey, and just to put things into perspective, so I was at the California Association of Realtors Sacramento meetings this past week, and we're talking about the housing market, where things are going, advocating for more funding for Dream for All. But the one thing that really stood out to me was Jennifer Banchini, our CER president, said that this year for there's like 200,000 members or so within the association across the state. And there's like going to be projected to be about just a little over 200,000 transactions. So that just means that there's basically on average 1 transaction per member. So I'm like, fudge, like, I don't want to be that person that's going to be like, not going to be able to do my, like, pay my association dues, like pay my bills. Like, if there's only on average 1 transaction per member, like, I need to hustle, like, and do everything I can so that I'm not that person that has to like leave the industry. So just keep things into perspective, that right now they're projecting that there's basically enough transactions for projected 1 transaction per member. So do what you can, hustle hard, do lots of transactions, and don't be the member that that has to find another job. So
Oh, I love this. I love this. You guys, I am in love with this business, the relationships that I've built. If I close my eyes right now and thought about a tomorrow where you didn't exist in my life, where this didn't exist, where the relationships, the events, it didn't exist, like, I personally, I can't see it. I just can't see it. So I protect the things that I truly, truly love, like this business, by an insurance plan. And the insurance plan is making sure that I'm constantly showing up, outworking, outpacing. So if you love this business and you want to be a part of this business for the long haul, then you need to put some insurance around it. And the insurance is your ability to really step up and do the things that you guys are learning. Take the notes and go apply them, take the action when you guys know you need to take the action. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to be around this business for a long time, but I'm choosing and I'm stepping up. And so I want the same thing for each and every one of you on this call. So you guys, we wrote our goals last week, and I wanted to ask you this and ask yourself this. I set some goals for myself last week. Did I hit my goals? And if not, you have to ask yourself, in the realm of possibility, could I have hit my goal for last week? All right, just ask yourself that simple question. And as you go forward in this week, are you willing to recommit, or are you willing to not? You just have to ask yourself that, right? So look back at last week, and in the realm of possibility, could you have hit those goals? And sorry, I forgot a piece here. What potentially got in your way, right? What got in your way? Was it the kids? Was it sleep? Was it lack of action? Whatever it was. What was the thing that got in your way? And this week, are you ready to recommit? Or do you need to scrap it and start some totally different goals for this week? So what I want us to do is I want us to go into Slack, as we've been doing every week. And I appreciate everybody that's been partaking in this. I want you guys to go into Slack. And in general, we'll actually just start this right now. That way we can do this. So, oops. I'm going to go here. I'm going to start this. Goals for the week. All right. And today is 5/8. All right. So in here, when you guys see this, all you're going to do is hit here and reply in thread. Please do not reply outside of the thread. Last week, you guys did a great job. Everyone posted in the thread. So if you can, if you're not driving, report what your goals for this week are, put it in here. And I want to make sure we're doing everything to support one another. And don't put something in here that is just some weak ass goals. Like put something in here that's going to stretch you, it's going to push you, and that you feel attached to. So we're going to close out really quick. Nias, did you have a quick contribution? Because we're about to close, bro.
Yeah, just to what you're saying, as far as with the goals, and reach exactly on that. Last week, I put in my goals and I told everybody I was going to be reaching out to apartment communities, and I have done that. And actually, Aura Vang, it was my first contact with the apartment community that I established a relationship with, a partnership with. And she was telling me, hey, I want to be a realtor too. I'm studying, so I invited her here. But Aura, I wanted to let you know I will be in the office tomorrow at 10 o'clock. To be able to drop off my flyers for all the door hangers, because I did establish a partnership with Lydia and it worked out. And so Aura is going to be my partner as well.
Ooh, I love this. I love this. Aura, thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here. You guys put your goals in for the week. Stay true to those. Make sure that you guys are sticking to them. If you didn't hit your goals for last week, you have to ask yourself, in the realm of possibility, could I have hit those goals? What got in my way? And am I willing to recommit or start completely new goals for this week? So let's get one key takeaway from today. Toots, let's go back to you really quick. Key takeaway from our time together today before we close out. All right, we are going. Toots, can you take yourself off mute? There she is.
Guys,
All right. Key takeaways from our time together today.
I mean, honestly, just go out there and be great. Stop being your worst enemy and just do the damn thing.
Yeah. Stop being your worst enemy. So you guys, for the people that are coming to Hustlers Lunch, Maria, hopefully that is you. I will see you guys very soon in Alameda for a really cool culinary experience. But you guys, really great job today. Go out there, crush your week. For the people that are going to play bigger this week, I'm really excited to be able to be out in Arizona, play bigger with you guys, take our business, our life, our thoughts, our minds, our actions to completely new levels. We're going to make some exciting new announcements there as well. So I'm stoked about this. So you guys, as always, keep it moving towards your dreams, goals, and vision, and go out there and absolutely destroy and crush your week. And as always, you guys, peace, and I will see you soon. Have a great day, everybody.